हेलो अस्सलाम वालेकुम पति वीडियो के बनन मुंग दा IELTS मॉक हवाले सर डिस्कशन को मुंग सर ऑलरेडी यो स्टूडेंट मौजूद हम दा खुद दिन मख के दा IELTS स्पीकिंग चिकम मॉक टेस्ट वी या रियल टेस्ट वी दागी असेसमेंट पर कम पैरामीटर्स या असेसमेंट क्राइटेरिया बानी कीगी ज़्यादातर चिकम देनो पदी की कंसिडर की स्तासो फ्लुएंसी या ग्रामेटिकल रेंज कोहेजन एंड कोहेरेंस और दागी सर सर चिकम देनो स्तासो प्रोनाउंसिएशन चितासो सुमरा خب pronunciation سره یو خپل thought یو سوچ یا یو خبره articulate کولای شي نو دا 4-5 داسې کرایټیریا دي چې د هغې په بیس باندې ستاسو اسسمنټ کیږي نن موږ سره ارم خان موجود ده د دې نه موږ د IELTS چې کوم سپیکینګ یو کمپلیټ mock test we speaking part 1 part 2 and part 3 دا به ریکارډ کوو د دې به تاسو پرفارمنس هم وینئ زمونږ ایز ا ایگزامینر چې کوم دی نو زه به ترې څنګه کوېسچنز کوم دوی به ماته انسرز څنګه راکوي د هغې سره سره د دې اوورال بینډز به څنګه راځي پارت 1 به څنګه اټمپټ کوي پارت 2 به څنګه اټمپټ کوي پارت 3 کې به دوی موږ سره څنګه ماته انسرز راکوي او دا غي سره سره چې کوم دی نو دا کرایټیریا به دي څنګه فلفل کوي نو نن موږ سره سټوډنټ موجود ده د دې نه ماک ټیسټ شروع کوو Hello and assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
My full name is Sadiq Akbar and I'm your speaking examiner for today. Can I know your full name please?
Yes sir, Iram Khan.
Okay. Ms. Iram, what do you do? Are you a student or do you work?
Yes sir. I am a student of MS in English Literature from Comstat University.
Perfect. Can I see your identity card please? Right. Ms. Iram, take it please.
Thank you sir.
In our speaking part, first I'd like to start asking you some questions about international food, right?
Yes.
Can you find food from many different countries where you live?
Yes sir. Where I live, it's quite easy to find food from different localities. For example, there are many restaurants that provide a variety of international cuisines. For example, whether it's Turkish, Afghani, Italian, Chinese, etc. And there are many restaurants that are specifically made for a particular type of food. For example, their specialty is only Chinese or only Italian or only Turkish food. So it's quite easy for me to try out different restaurants in my area.
Perfect. How often do you eat typical food from other countries?
Well, I quite enjoy trying out different food from different countries. I try out once or twice in a week, whether sometimes it would be Turkish shawarma, sometimes it would be Afghani pulao, sometimes it would be Chinese noodles and Italian pasta, etc. So yes, I like to try out different dishes from different countries.
Have you ever tried making food from another country?
Yes sir, absolutely. Actually, I prefer food like pastas and Chinese. So I have often tried making out such dishes. Once I tried making white sauce pasta. I take that recipe from my YouTube channel that is called Food Fusion. That was a really quick and easy recipe and I followed that and it turns out to be really amazing and delicious pasta. So yes, I sometimes like to try out different dishes like that.
What food from your country would you recommend to people from other countries?
If I have to recommend one food, it would definitely be biryani because it's also my favorite from my national cuisine. The biryani, if I have to explain it to some foreigner, it's a mixture of rice and korma. The korma is made in other pot and the rice are cooked like 70 or 80%. Then we put them in layer by layer and we put them on dum and that is a slow cooking process. Then we add some corianders and lemons and tomatoes over that and it turns out to be a delicious a dish.
That is the end of your speaking part first. Now I'd like to ask you speaking part 2. In fact, it's a cue card and you have got 3 minutes. 1 minute for making notes and 2 minutes for speaking, okay?
Right.
Here is your paper and pen and your cue card, okay? Don't worry if I stop you. Are you ready to start speaking now?
Yes, sir. To protect. Yes.
Okay, start speaking, please.
In my opinion, the law that was introduced in our country that I thought it's very good and helpful, it would be the ban on plastic use. It was introduced by Pakistan Environmental Protection and by Minister of Environment Umair Armar from KPK. The ban was put in 2022. It was put to protect the environment and to promote the alternative ways that we can use. For example, we can use paper bags and also cloth bags that we can make at our home, because in the research it has been said that if we continue to consume plastic at this rate, there would be more plastic in the oceans than the fishes. So I think that is a really alarming news, and government have taken a really positive and impactful step towards the sustainability of the environment. I think that it's really helpful in regarding to promoting sustainable practices and to protect our environment.
Perfectly all right. Can I take the
Yes.
paper and pencils back? Okay. Let's start talking about school rules now. What kinds of rules are common in schools?
I think that there are set of rules that are quite common in most of the schools. For example, being punctual, coming on a specific time, then there should be no cheating in the test or assignments, and also the uniform, the dress code. You have to wear a specific uniform. You cannot come to school wearing anything. That is, I believe, the common rules. Other than that, there are rules that are not specifically written, but there should be introduced to the children. For example, respecting and valuing your teachers and your colleagues, and not bullying
Perfect. Okay.
students.
How important is it to have rules in a school?
I believe that rules are really important in maintaining and organizing a safe environment. In schools, it is mandatory to have some rules. Other than that, I think that there would be no discipline. So that is why it's really important to have rules in a school.
And what do you recommend should happen if children break school rules?
Well, it depends on the kind of rule that they have broken. If there is they have done some minor mistake, like forgetting their homework at their home, or if they are cheating in the exams, there should be a warning. But other than that, if they have done some mistake on some bigger level, like beating some other student and bullying some children, so I believe there should be a strict action should be taken towards them, like suspension and rusticating them from their school. But both side, I believe, listening to child side and listening to both side of persons is important, I think.
Perfectly all right. Okay. Thank you. That is the end of your test. Ms. Hiram, you performed well in speaking part first and second and third as well. Sometimes you extend your answer, like for instance, what kind of rules are common in a school, so you extended it too long, and in fact you added so many things there. So I want you to talk about concise a few 2-3 sort of rules, and then conclude, like start, then middle, and then the end of your answer, right? So for this test I'll give you like 8 bands, and hopefully inshallah your fluency is okay, lexical resources, other than that pronunciation and grammatical range, all are okay, except a few things that if you could add for the real test, so inshallah you will perform better. Okay,
Inshallah.
thank you so much.
Thanks.
تاسو په دې ویډیو کې وکتل چې مس ایرم چې کوم دی نو سپیکینګ پارت فرست څنګه اټمپټ کو، بیا سپیکینګ پارت 2، سپیکینګ پارت 3 او کم کرایټیریا چې کوم دی نو هغه فلفل شو. د انسر طریقه سوا پازیټیو وا، نیگیټیو وا، نیوټرل انسر او د هغې سره سره چې کوم دی نو کوېسچن اټمپټ کول څنګه، سټارټ بیا میډل او اینډ، نوټ څنګه تیارول دي، او اینډ کې چې کوم دی نو هغه تاسو ډسکشن چې لږ یو پرولانګ ډسکشن وي یا یو ایکسټینډډ انسر ورکول وي، کوم چې سپیکینګ پارت 1 نه لګ ډیفرنٹ وي نو هغه دې څنګه اټمپټ کو نو اوورال دا به تاسو ته یو ښه ایکسپیرینس درکړي که تاسو د سټوډنټ یې اوس خپله تیاری کوئ نو دا ویډیو به تاسو لپاره ډېر هیلپفل وي تاسو خپله هم وګورئ د خپلو ملګرو سره هم شیر کړئ. تھینک یو فار واچینګ.